Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Today we're coming at you with this awesome pedal. It is the Henning Amplification M-80 Metal Boost. Metal Mid Boost. Gear we're going to be using will be a couple solars. We use a 6-string. We're also going to break out the 7-string because that's kind of where that thing shines. Not that it doesn't shine with a 6-string, but for us chuggy low players, it does some magic. So this is my Republic Amps X amp, and I'm playing it through a vertical 2x12 Monster Cab by Dave Graham, loaded with a pair of Eminence speakers. So that's the Republic amp all by itself with no help. So everything at noontime on the M-80. That's where the M-50. So we're going to take and put the blend knob all the way to the left. Back up to halfway. All the way to the right. son. Alright, so we'll put that back in the middle. And we're going to take the level off. Nothing. So level once you get the quarter starts to work. Very much it's going to be awesome on the 7-string. 6-string needs a little more nut. So we're going to take and swell that left testicle right up a little bit. That just sounds good, right? Right up the middle on this thing just sounds good, period. But we're going to go 3/4, just like these noisy, no noise gates, no noise gates. Full gorilla It's just too fucking much. Alright. Back to the real world. Back on 50%. Straight up the middle. Noontime. Alright, so as you can see, that's just pummeling, alright? Sounds pretty fucking awesome. So, now we're going to go over to the 7-string. 7-string thing. Yes, a Bob. You get out the... That's right. Look out. Incoming caveman. Yeah, if I knew how to play guitar, I could actually probably make use of a 7-string, but really, at the end of the day, I just play it like an asshole. So, this is the Republic all by itself. Everything at noontime on the M-80 ordnance. Alright, so we're going to take that blend, we're going to turn it all the way down. And obviously, you kill the level, it kills everything. Number 4 answer that's going to be good on the 7 string alone. Needs a little more than this. Let's go up back to the half. Again, just right up the middle. Like literally this thing doesn't even need knobs. Like you just have an on and off switch, just put everything neutral. It's fucking good. Quarters of the way. Too much. Of course, we're gonna go gorilla dead. We're gonna go full diaper shit right here. Sounds good, and with a crazy noise thing, you could use that tone. But for me, it's too much. For me, I like to go about halfway. So, actually on the blend, I'm just a cog. just like not a 1970s bush hair, but like a 1989 Landon strip bush hair. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so there we go. That is the Henning Amplification M-80 metal mid-boost that they call the Ordnance. It's an awesome pedal. I never heard of Henning Amplification. Go ahead, crucify me now. Sorry, I never heard of them until my buddy Jeremy Dunkey. Big shout out to Dunkies and Demos, man. Go check out his channel. I watched his video and I was like, ooh, I can see where that pedal's going. And I knew I'd use it a little differently than he used it. Which is what's awesome about these reviews and stuff is you got a guy like Dunkey who does it and it inspires me to go, I kind of have a different twist I'd like to try with that. And my reviews are a little different. One, his look good, sound good, and they're professional. Me, I'm a fucking dickhead that just does this for fun, so that's right. I'm just faking it till I make it. You know what I'm saying? All right. But anyway, if it wasn't for him, I would have never seen the pedal. And a huge thank to Mr. Henning himself, Steve. He did me good on this, man. He really did me good. Not all companies will work with you to put something in your hands. And I just wanted to get one to demo. And actually, he was such a good guy to deal with. He cut me. He didn't give me a huge discount. Like, I'm not saying he gave it to me. But he gave me enough discount where I was like, you know what? That's super fair. You know, and I love it when a builder does that. When they sell you something that's super fair, which means you know they're making money and you're saving money. That's fair. When you can both help each other. And this is a fantastic piece of kit. At some point, I'm going to have to waddle out to Henning Amplification and try out one of their amps. Because if they're doing this with a pedal that has two knobs on it, which literally, if they would have set it in the middle and not had any knobs, just not a knob switch, I would have been perfectly fine with this pedal. It just sounds brutal, man. Like, seriously, I'm on a 7-string right now. I'm not doing nothing but turning the amp on, right? So without doing nothing, I'm going to pull the cord out of the 7-string. I'm going to take it out the hole. We also saw Lewis Torres' comment the other day, right? That boy got some problems. His problems got some problems. He's not returning my phone calls either. It's kind of irritating me. Fucking Lewis Torres. Love that dude. All right. So as you can see, I didn't mess with nothing. I switched guitars and it just sounds fantastic. Alright? So, I'm not going to tell you to go buy it, but if you're the type of person who's playing like super chuggy stuff and you have a great amp that just, to me, a great amp doesn't take you there with just the amp. I know it's a pipe dream. We all want an amp. We just click it on. The best tones in the world just fall out of the amp. Me, I like to have an amp like this Republic amp that sounds good on its own, but you can color with it with awesome stuff like the M-80 pedal. You get that M-80 pedal put on there and it's just, it takes that amp and just makes it a different animal. The amp is already an animal. Definitely check out Republic amps. One, the owner, the dude is awesome. He's just the nicest guy ever. Builds shit in Texas that's just rock solid, looks elegant, it's put together well, sounds fantastic. And then you put something like, you know, the Henning Ordnance on it, and the amp just fucking destroys. It just destroys. I mean, you know, I can't bake what I'm doing. I don't edit nothing. But you see what you get. So, definitely go check out Henning Amplification. I noticed their Facebook page doesn't have a lot of likes. At least go like their page. Keep an eye on what they're doing. You never know. What's good about companies like this, you can get them some traction. Right now they're selling in, you know, smaller numbers, but the numbers get bigger, and then you're able to mass produce something which brings the cost down, which if their cost goes down, most companies like, well, we can kind of wiggle into this section if we can get the price down a little bit. More the spot, lower the price gets, then we all get amazing pieces of equipment like this. But really, at the end of the day, what they charge for it's completely reasonable. You gonna lose a couple bills? Yep, sure are. But really, if you're playing low tunings, you're playing extended range, you're playing super chuggy stuff that you want to have super tight, and you have a good amp as a bass, this pedal right here, you can't go wrong with it. It's fucking phenomenal. Like, really. Phenomenal. Alright, please, for the love of God, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would really, really help my ass. My goal in 2021 is to do what I did in 2020, which is going to be a huge task, a massive undertaking, which is to double my subscribership. I did that in 2020. To double my subscribership now means I'm going to need 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's an epic shit ton. So, can we do it? You can help the fat man out. Just a little bit of help goes a long way, man. So again, for all those of you who follow and don't give me a ton of shit, thank you. For those who give me a ton of shit, thank you. Your comments are always my favorite, by the way, you fucking dicks. Love it. Some of you are pretty smart with it. Like, you got some funny shit. You should be comedians, really. At the end of the day, you should, because you're funny. Hopefully you don't think I'm getting upset, because I read that stuff and I just giggle like a bitch, because I find it funny. I'm broken inside like that. I really am. I'm a dude with man tits. Do you really think your comments about my guitar playing are going to bother me? Please. 46. I don't give a shit. Matter of fact, taking a shit's my favorite thing I do all day. Just so you know. And that's why I read your shitty comments while I'm taking a shit, because it's appropriate. Thank you for tuning in, man. Keep music evil and bring metal to the children. That's right. Stop letting them listen to that garbage shit they're listening to right now. It's... Bring them to the metal. If you bring them to the metal, they will stay there. Because it's exciting, it's dangerous. It just makes you feel something, where other than like crying and thinking your mommy didn't hug you enough. We got some soft ass motherfucking kids out there today, I'm just saying. They need the metal. And they need it bad. And if you play guitar, play them the metal. Using that pedal. And if you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of those amps, because they don't exist. I do believe he's working on these, though. I will say that. But this is called the X amp, and I love it. You can now follow Dave Graham over at Monster Cabs. He has a Facebook page. He built me this right here. He does phenomenal work, and his stuff sounds amazing, as you can tell. It just, it slays in this room. Alright? Curling cables, solar guitars. I'll catch you in the next video. Again, smash the subscribe button, man. Don't be a dick. Ciao.